Wake up, buyer payer people. It's a beautiful day. Go grab yourself another cup of joe and say hello to Jim and Michelle Rhodes on the Buy Here Pay Here morning show. Take it away, you two.
Good morning, everybody. I'm
Hi.
like doing the whole board thing.
Yeah, she's over here doing her thing. I said one of these days I'm going to get video of her doing all this stuff as the show kicks off. It's quite a thing to watch her do her thing.
It's, I have fun because I like the techie kind of stuff. Ask me to connect my printer to the computer through Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up something on Google to figure out how to do that, but I just love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, she's great at it. I can do it, but boy, let's hope Michelle is available to do it because I'm slow and it'll be clumsy if I do it. So. But welcome everyone.
Good morning. Just shout out where you're at.
Yeah, tell us where you're listening
say
from
good
this
morning. And I know we keep beating this thing about weather. It's not bad here, so I don't have anything to complain. We got out early this morning. And got coffee, and it was like snow raining. So it was just, it was nice.
Snow?
It wasn't
it's awfully
so bad,
wet.
and it was awfully wet and all that. It's we're staying at my daughter's house, and they sleep. I think they're just barely waking up, and so we like sneak out.
Yeah.
Go and found the only place that was open at 6 o'clock this morning to go do coffee. But that's the only way we can wake up.
So thanks for tuning in. We got some special guests from NIADA this morning. Before we bring them in, we wanted to just make a couple announcements. In fact, we've got at the end of the month on Tuesday, the 31st, we scheduled our next webinar. We'll get details out on that soon. But Troy Shear, the Director of Marketing with NIADA, is going to join us for that. We've got some others. Dave Murray,
who
also a branding
has
specialist.
Branding specialist. It's going to be about branding. And branding. A lot of people think when they think branding, they think logo. It is so much more than a logo, and it's about who you are, and it's about how are you communicating that.
There you go. How to deliver that message.
How to deliver that
tell
message.
Your community who you are.
Yeah, exactly. And and it's there's a lot of theme things going on. We will be next week at FIADA. We're speaking on Thursday, 2 o'clock Eastern, and we will be broadcasting that live, and that's going to kind of also lead in a little bit to what we're doing for the webinar as well. And hopefully you guys it'll be live, and you'll be able to see the recording of
all
it.
the normal channels, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook group, so you should be able to find that event from FIADA.
And it will be a BHPH Nation TV event.
Right, for sure. So we're excited to get that out there, and that's kind of in the same theme as she said.
And then again, don't forget to put on your calendars, March 30th.
Yeah.
Is going to be that's going to be an all-day event. And we're going to
live streaming from a studio.
We actually spoke yesterday with a gentleman who is a professional business valuation expert, and he will be joining us for this as well, and going to talk about just outside of just buy here, pay here, how do we find ourselves, how do we make ourselves more attractive?
The theme of that day will be kind of creating enterprise value in our business, and obviously creating blue sky and some conveyable values, the way I say it. So look for that. We'll get details out on that March 30th.
Yep, absolutely. All right. What do we have? Anything else?
No.
Can we bring people in?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to we've got 2 special guests today. Obviously, this is our first Friday of the month, and it is our NIADA check-in. And so Jeremy's joining us every month for that. And we're hoping Melanie Wilson, the interim CEO of NIADA, is joining us today. And you're welcome to join us anytime you want to, Melanie.
Awesome. Thank you.
So we're really happy to have you.
It's so good to finally get to spend some time with you. We know that you're, I want to say I read 6 years as the CFO.
Correct.
So you've been with the association through a lot of changes. You were there for the kind of the fold in, I'll call it, of NABD and all the things that have happened. I've been around the industry for 20 plus years, and attended NABD events and NIADA events. And I've told everybody on the team, Melanie, it's the first opportunity I've had to tell you in person, what a great team you guys have assembled there.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone really has any idea how great our team is, but they're pretty spectacular. And
careful. We see some of them.
What were you saying, Melanie?
Oh, carefully cultivated. We worked real hard pulling
Yeah.
together.
Wonderful. I love
Yeah.
cultivated teams, man. Yeah.
No, we just see it. We work with a lot of the people, on the executive team over there. And we also know, a handful of the board members, and we're just seeing a lot of great progress. There was a kind of a stretch there where things were a little clunky, and now it's getting on a track, and we just really love what we're seeing, and we're happy to contribute at any turn. My role over here is to sneak in subliminal messages on behalf of the association. That's what I do. Yeah. And
did you hear the one? Did you already hear the one that I laughed and he can't keep secrets from me because we just tell each other everything. And so we're in the middle of a broadcast and he starts talking about subliminal messages. And I'm like, what is this about? I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
It laughed so
I
hard.
snuck that one in on her. That was fun.
It was
somehow I kept it together.
White hat way backwards is Miss Murmur, whatever, and that's Swahili for join your state association.
Love it.
Yeah. We're trying to do what we can to get folks plugged into the association. We see the value. Obviously, we've been members. I was a dealer myself for about 7 years, and we see all the great things and all the value. And we're out there just championing education at every turn, and that's really the biggest part of what the morning show is about for us. So, and obviously our audience is buy here, pay here, because we don't know anything else. So we just talk about buy here, pay here 3 times a week. So.
I do know a soundboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. Yeah. But we're glad to have you here. And maybe you could just share with us kind of some of the top initiatives for the coming year. You want to share with us kind of
what's happening?
What's not happening? Yeah. That's better. Let's talk about that. Nothing is not happening. No. So I am so excited. I think I feel excited every year that we start a new year at NIADA because, you've got all these initiatives you want to roll out and all these fun things planned. But in all my time, I think this year I'm the most excited because I think we're going to do so many cool things and have so much fun doing it. So we had our CPO Certified 360 program launch, which I will let Jeremy tell you all the fine print for that program. We've got 20 groups that we're working to just level up and really come to the table with some good stuff. We have big plans for our June show, sneak in some new things. I'm really focused on engagement in 2023. So I want members engaged. I want our industry partners engaged. I want everyone coming to the table and just really leveraging the resources that we have as an association within the industry to really just walk with dealers. I think of all the things that I lived through at NIADA, COVID was obviously the toughest, and the way that I just watched everyone kind of partner together and just help everybody walk forward through it. There's no reason why we shouldn't be doing that every day of the year. So, and our policy conference. Our policy conference in September is going back to the old format. We're going to be on the Hill talking directly to legislators, and I'm just so excited about it.
And I got to say, the November Super Forum was outstanding. I mean, that just was really kind of a great jumping off point going into next year. So obviously for us, we're especially watchful. We'll be very much involved in the NIADA event in the summer as well. But that Super Forum, obviously for our listeners, is the thing that they kind of look to. And so, yeah, it's super. It was really great.
Yeah, it was fun.
It absolutely was.
So Jeremy, you want to share with us a little bit about that CPO program?
Yeah. Like Melanie said, there's no shortage of things going on at the association. And I think it's important first that I start off by saying that as part of the executive team and as a previous peer to Melanie, I couldn't be more excited about Melanie taking the interim reins of the association. I know Brett and I just stand 100% beside Melanie. And to Melanie's point, look, I've been in the professional world. I've certainly been in the auto industry for over 25 years. Our executive team is probably one of the best. And then our teams underneath the executive teams are one of the best I've seen. The amount of just great people that we have that do phenomenal work, have phenomenal ideas, and don't know how to say no, right? Which is a challenge sometimes, right? But it's there's a lot going on, and one of the biggest things as Melanie mentioned and as y'all mentioned, on January 3rd we launched our new CPO program, and this has been an initiative that I've been working on really for 2 years. When I was at a partner, an industry partner of NIADA's before coming on board to NIADA, I helped write the program. And have been working with Lou Tedeschi, who's one of our past presidents. And he's this is his brainchild, and he's done an amazing job really of pulling a bunch of resources. So for the first time, we can say, and we can provide to dealers in the independent world, both buy here, pay here, and retail dealers, a true certified product. And I say this all the time, that this true CPO program puts our independent and buy here, pay here dealers on par with the manufacturers and gives them a leg up on their competition, their independent buy here, pay here competition, who aren't providing some type of guarantee. This changes the game when you talk about the buying experience and giving confidence to the buyers, which is the number one challenge that we deal with when we sell cars every single day. It's giving them enough confidence to say yes, that they're getting a good car, that they're not getting into a potentially bad situation down the road. There's always going to be those opportunities, but giving them the confidence that we're doing things as dealers and as an industry to be able to set them up for a positive ownership experience. That's the foundation that this CPO program was built on. Dealers are going to have the opportunity really to have two different programs. The first one is the certified program. This program comes for vehicles up to 10 years old and up to 125,000 miles on the odometer. And it comes in 3 different available terms: a 3-month 3,000, a 6-month 6,000, and a 12-month 12,000 mile policy.
Right.
The 3-month 3,000 is $199. The 2-month or the 6-month 6,000 mile is $299, and the 12-month 12,000 mile is $399. For your older vehicles that maybe are over 10 years old and over 125, we have our verified program, and our verified program goes up to 12 years and up to 150,000 miles on the odometer, and it comes with a 3-month 3,000 mile policy for the $199 cost. It covers powertrain plus items. So it is powertrain plus. The limit of liability on the product is NADA retail. So it's not a really low limit of liability that you can kind of get tricked into with some of these limited warranties. This has a true limit of liability that will protect the consumer if something big happens, and protects you if something happens in the first 3, 6, or 12 months of the buy here, pay here loan, to not have to make you or the consumer decide, do I pay for the car or do I pay for the repair? Well, now you've got a guarantee on it that takes care of it. Right. And with what we've done at NIADA is we understand that we needed to offer this program to a wide variety of dealers, which then enables us to partner with a wide variety of administrators. So we picked the best of the best administrators in the independent space and in the buy here, pay here space that we knew had great customer experiences, great claims experiences, great insurers behind them, so that if something happens, the consumer is still taken care of. And so we picked, AUL, who a lot of people know in the industry. We picked GWC Warranty. We picked Southwest Dealer Services, and then we picked ProGuard. And so we really kind of have got all over, and we're willing to and able and still in negotiations with others to add more. Nice. But we picked them to where they cover the entire gamut of the industry, as well as regionally. Couple that, and I know I'm talking really fast, but couple that with the fact that we have Carketa on board with our digital inspection, which allows us to take this guarantee, this CPO, this mantra of the certified program, and visually show the consumer, what did we do on the vehicle? What was the vehicle inspected? What parts of the vehicle were inspected? And do all of that when they're searching your inventory. And Carketa has partnered with us to offer their software with this program at no additional cost. The digital inspection process through Carketa at no additional cost with the NIADA CPO program. We got bunch of cool things on the pipe that are coming down. We're working with lenders to get additional advances for that. We're working with the vehicle history reports to get them to acknowledge this and show it on vehicle history reports. We have an agreement with TechNet, who has over 16,000 different service facilities that are going to be NIADA certified repair facilities, so that the consumers can go anywhere nationwide to get this vehicle repaired. Really? And you can also go and source parts from their parent company Advanced at discounted rates. So it's a massive program that's taken a lot of work to get together. But it was done from the foundation of creating a positive experience for the consumer and giving them confidence enough to say, yes, I want the car.
See, fun, right?
There's the cheerleader.
Yeah, well, that's a lot. That's a beautiful program. I mean, that's obviously a great advantage. And am I right to assume that they'll be able to get that through the association? Do they need to be a member of the association in order to be able to participate in the CPO program?
So the great news is yes. So you need to be a member of the association, but you don't have to be a member up front. So what'll happen is you can work within. So you can go to NIADA.com to our homepage, click on the certified pre-owned link. You can go there and select all of your information, and then we'll send it out to the administrator that you choose. If you don't know which one of those administrators you want to choose, then we'll send it out to all of them. They'll all call you and pitch you on why you should go with them. They're all great companies. Can't endorse one over the other. But involved in that process is we will know whether or not you're a member or not. If you're not a member, you're still going to be able to enroll in the NIADA CPO program. And then our membership team is going to reach out to you about the advantages of becoming a full-fledged member of NIADA. And so there is a requirement that be done within a certain time period of signing up for the CPO program, but it's not going to stop you or hinder you from initially enrolling in it.
And we're going to help you do that.
Correct.
Good. I was going to say, if they don't initially enroll, let us know. We'll have Michelle call them. She'll yeah,
I'm persuasive.
We'll just get her to start singing.
Yeah, no, that's right. I'm interested in helping.
I won't stop until you join.
Yeah. Maybe I should sing if we want them to make me stop. Like,
nice. So I think I'm really interested in helping develop, memberships, and we're asking, dealers out there everywhere, write that check to your state association, support that local state association, and I'm in particular interested in developing membership in Hawaii. So if we drive membership,
you and me both.
I think we need a meeting, right?
I agree.
Membership.
I think we need to survey the territory and ensure that it is adequate enough for our membership.
Yeah. Do they have one in Puerto Rico? No.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea too.
So, especially in January. The January conference
absolutely.
idea. Yeah. So
the CPO program it sounds like
that's outstanding, Jeremy. That's really going to be great for dealers to have that opportunity. And I can certainly see the competitive advantage as a former dealer myself, but it's especially, I see both buy here, pay here and independent used retail dealers being able to, leverage that and gain that competitive advantage you're talking about. So it's really going to be important. And I think it's an exciting opportunity.
And look, at the end of the day, I want to drive home the fact that this is a true limited warranty. As we all know, a limited warranty cannot be sold to the consumer. So it is something that is at no additional cost to the consumer. So that $199, $299, $399, that's assumed by the dealer. But here's the great thing about it. All of the industry data that you see out there, certified pre-owned vehicles sell 33% faster than a non-CPO vehicle, and they sell for over $800 more in retail value than a non-CPO vehicle.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. You move your inventory faster, you make more money, and you improve your customer experience.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the term, but it sounds like a no-brainer. So
there are days and there are times. That's more fitting.
Yeah.
So, Melanie, we had some fun questions. We want to
Jeremy.
give our audience a chance to get to know you a little bit more. So, and also we'll learn in the process too. So we just have some fun questions that we kind of take some of our.
And if you've listened, one of the last ones.
Yeah.
Already.
So one of the things that we want to know is what was your high school mascot? Where'd you go to high school?
We were the Volunteers.
Okay.
I went to James Bowie High School.
James
And
Bowie.
Fort Worth,
yeah,
Texas.
in Arlington, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
We
Okay.
were the
All right.
Vols.
So, okay, there you go. Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get out of high school. I was done.
Oh,
By
yeah.
ninth grade, I was like,
This is dumb.
can I just please get to life?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I get
Yeah.
it.
You and me, sister.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
But our
other-
school was brand new, and it looked like a mall. So you did feel very fancy in Arlington for a little bit because you had like the cool mall school.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen those. We see them across Texas, those big high schools,
All,
huge
all
stadiums.
over Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, we connected Jeremy Sherman and through Sherman recently, and it's like there is this mammoth thing there now that is a stadium.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, they love that. They love that
All right.
stuff. Okay, so next one.
The next question is really around music. What was your first concert?
Okay, this is embarrassing
Oh, okay.
That's even better.
because I did not go to a concert until I was like in my mid-20s. Was
Okay.
my
Oh, that's
first
embarrassing.
concert.
All right. I hope it was worth it.
It was Keith Urban. It was very good.
Very nice. Yeah.
And I totally gone blank on who opened for him, but it was his birthday, so I felt special. Like I showed up on the right day. And
Yeah, of course.
Keith Urban's birthday.
no, it was his opener. No, not that fancy.
That's good. So,
All right.
what about music? I want to also find out about music. On if you were to find yourself on a deserted island and you had, of course, a solar-powered boombox or something.
course.
You only have one
Remember what
CD.
those are.
You only have one CD that you can take. What's the CD? What band or what's the music choice?
God, that would change from like month to month probably. But I'm so torn. I listen to a lot of Christian music now. So I watch like the New Year's Eve shows and I'm looking around the room like, who is that? I've never seen that person before. I can't stand new music. I cannot lie. I just don't like it. But I grew up on classic rock.
Okay.
And so if you look at my husband and my record collection, we've got like Chicago and the Eagles and Foreigner and
Chicago.
Journey and, all of those.
Sing along to all of those.
Yeah. So can I, but not for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good.
That's awesome. Okay. What was your first car, Melanie?
Oh, okay. I had a 1991 Ford Probe.
Mm.
Wow. One of 15 people in the world that did.
I thought I was so cool.
Oh, everybody who had that car did.
Yeah.
But I was not.
All right.
Now I know.
Yeah. I love travel. So where is the furthest you've gone?
Probably Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pleasure or business?
That's East Texas, right?
Yeah. No, I went twice
Paris,
actually because I loved it so much.
Uh-huh.
And for like half a minute, I had myself convinced that it would be totally fine. I could just buy this broken down hotel that was empty and move to the islands and just not come back.
Refurbish and
Right.
create.
Then I realized like I have children and, all those things got in the way. And
they grow up.
yeah. And then yes, I know. So this is the accountant in me. I started researching like, okay, how do they get construction materials to the island? Because it's an island.
Mhm.
And that is very expensive. So this like, $700,000 US dollar hotel that I could buy, the entire thing was going to cost like $4 million to
Right.
remodel.
Yeah. We were just talking with a friend of ours who her and her husband just bought a big property in Alaska that's on a little island. And so she was talking about, we got to get in this little skiff and we've got to go across the way to get to the truck because there's no truck on the island. And I'm like, it's freezing now. Can you drive it across?
Yeah,
Right. That's a great question.
Yeah,
Good
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
So we also need to know
Mhm.
Android or iPhone.
Android
Yeah. So
all
you need-
day, every day. I cannot handle the iPhone.
I saw-
Maybe I'm not smart enough. I don't know. But
No, I think that's. I hope that's not the case because
Jeremy, you and I-
Android.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I
So,
love my Android.
I tell everybody that you only have you can only refer to your smartphone as a smartphone if it's an Apple.
Oh yeah.
You cannot refer because it's not a very smart phone if it's an Android.
I
So-
don't know. I call it dumb phone if it's an Apple.
Yeah. So sometimes, Melanie, I think that I'm the last Android. I'm glad to hear that you're also.
You're not. My whole
It's me,
family.
you, and Jared
Mhm.
Halstead, at least, and then the rest of your family. We
I
name
am
ourselves.
the only member of. I mean, none of the kids have apples.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll pray for you. It's okay.
That's nice. That's helpful.
Thank
Pray
you.
for you that you're surrounded by a bunch of androids. That's what she's going to pray for you for. While she's singing Christian music.
My mom bought an iPad and I thoroughly scolded her.
Yeah.
It was clearly my sister's doing.
So, Jeremy, I don't think we got these questions asked of you. So,
we?
what about
We did
your
not.
high school? What was your
Where'd
mascot?
you go to high school?
Where did I not go to high school?
Oh,
So my dad was a Methodist preacher growing up. I know that shocks y'all. So I moved every 3 or 4 years. My last one was in just north of Fort Worth, Texas, the Northwest Texans in Justin, Texas.
Just
Oh man, Justin.
Yeah, Justin. So that was my graduating mascot.
And so, from each of you two, I want to go back. Jeremy, you first. If you found yourself with an unexpected evening to yourself, what would you most likely do with it?
Sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think that's a popular answer.
Just being real. I've got 2 kids, a
Yeah.
hectic life, and if I had a night to myself, I'm closing my eyes.
No one is in
Yeah.
the house. It's as quiet as you want it. Yeah.
My kids are grown, but I can relate. What
Absolutely.
about you, Melanie? If you found yourself with an unexpected evening?
No, I'm an avid reader.
Oh,
So I have 3 teens and finding quiet place when they're home is
Yeah.
ridiculously hard. So I would stick my
It would
nose
be
in a book, a good one, the kind where it's like 2 a.m. and you're like, oh, but one more chapter.
One more chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am frequently like that.
For
Yeah.
me, yeah, we're binge watching a couple of the Yellowstone.
Oh, it's so good.
It's gonna be,
Okay.
some of that stuff is really great.
I love
My husband
Yellowstone.
floated that idea last night, but we just wrapped up Game of Thrones, which was,
The
I
old
swear,
New one.
the old one.
Okay.
And I swear I would be one of those that never watched it. And
Do you
he
like that?
started watching it without me. And so I caught a couple of episodes. And then all of a sudden I was like, no, I'm invested in this storyline now. I'm going to need you to wait for me.
Yeah.
It was really,
Right.
really, really,
Have you
really
watched?
good.
Have you watched Ozark yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
okay,
Ozark is
I'll
amazing.
have to try that.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff. We got so this is what people want to hear about in the no, this is what they tune in to hear about. So
What do you watch on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
So
it's fun.
I'm going to put like a really big. It was 1880,
1883.
1883, excellent.
Yes.
1923, excellent.
I haven't watched it
Yellowstone.
yet.
Prequels, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched 1883. They haven't come out with the new season of that yet, right? It's
They won't.
so.
they won't.
Won't.
Okay.
Yeah, it
But-
was just a little mini
okay.
series.
But I haven't watched the 1923 one yet, which is the new one that just got
Harrison
released.
Ford.
But we are all current on Yellowstone.
Nice.
We binge watched it up through last season, and then when this new season came out, every Sunday watching it.
That's what we
It's
had to do.
ding,
We had to
ding,
catch
ding.
up ourselves.
And we're not TV people, but it's
Not
like,
either,
oh,
yeah.
Yellowstone's on. Oh,
Yep.
make time for that. Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, we should probably
Alrighty.
wrap up and let you folks get back to work. Sound like you got a long list of stuff to do. And just
Yeah.
remember from Jim and Michelle, we're right there to help you at any turn. Whatever we can do from over here, we're all about supporting NIADA, making sure that dealers out there can access education, and so we're happy to do anything we can to help them get connected with those resources. And so just count on us.
So
Thank you. We appreciate you.
We
Oh,
do.
yeah, and
Greatly appreciate it.
I really have had it's been wonderful to get to know you a little bit better, Melanie. I look forward to seeing you at convention and
I will be in Florida.
Yep. You'll
So
see
I'll
both of us in
punch
Florida.
down.
it could be next week.
Mhm.
Oh,
Nice.
right on. We'll see you then. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe a smoked old fashioned.
Yeah.
That's-
Hey.
There you go.
All right, guys.
Right on.
Thanks again so much for joining us. All right. Well, we are wrapping up a Friday, and we hop on a plane next week, and we'll be broadcasting from Florida on next Wednesday.
No, Thursday.
Well, Wednesday for the
Oh,
morning show.
Yeah.
And then our
broadcast or
our
session.
address, which will be at 2:00 Eastern on Thursday. We will be broadcasting that live through BHPH Nation TV. So
and please tune in for that. We're going to ask you we're going to offer you a way to sell something far more valuable than a used car. So let's talk about that.
All right, guys. Thank you again so much for joining us, and hope you have a fantastic weekend. Have a great day, guys.